Bob Marley's father was white. You know? Yeah, he had a white father. But white man don't want him. No, you're black. The same thing with Barack Obama. Barack Obama's mother's white. But no, white man say, no, you're black. They don't never want to claim. That's dementia. That's a demented mentality. I go to Africa and I look around, you know, everybody says, yeah, all Earth existence starts from Africa. All people come from Africa. So, okay, reasonably speaking, I can look in Africa and say, okay, well, reasonably, I can see how all these people can start, you know, from Africa. I say, but where do these white people come from? Because I don't see, you know, I can see how Asian man can come from Africa, okay, because you have the Bushman in South Africa, you know, he's got slanty eyes because he's always under the sun, you know, and his skin color is not black and it's not brown, it's more yellow in tone, you know. So okay, all right, maybe, all right, I won't argue too much if you say they come from the Bushman, but I don't see anything that represents white race. If you take the example of albino, they have no pigment in their skin, they have no color. So they're black. They're born from two black parents and they come white. Maybe not as extreme as albino, but if you take this example, you see that white can come from black. Now, one of two things must have happened. Either they found the climate in Africa too harsh for their white skin, so they had to migrate to something that was more suitable for them. Yeah, they must have migrated north to find a cooler climate, or so and so. Or, what was more than likely the case, the darker ones ridiculed them and forced them to leave. So that's why they have such a hatred for the black man today. White people are the children of the planet, and it's the responsibility of every other race to teach them. So when you look at it from this perspective, it's reasonable because they have a lot of childlike qualities. They do very childish things, you know, overall in a certain respect. I mean, just the way they treat the earth is idiotic, you know, and either it's idiotic or it's just, you know, juvenile and they don't know any better. So the only time that generally most people, in particular white people, take on a cause is because it's affected them personally. You know, if you have cancer and I have tuberculosis, I don't give a shit about cancer. I care about tuberculosis. Oh, we have to fix tuberculosis. Then if I happen to get cancer, then, oh, you have cancer, but I have cancer too. Let's fix cancer. So everything that affects them becomes important. If I tell people right now that I care about orphans or starving people, we don't give a shit. Do a movie, then we'll care. Now, if Tom Cruise says he cares about orphans, then everybody cares. You know, or if Brad Pitt cares about orphans, then everybody cares because they do movies. So that's how twisted the world is. But, you know, when you know, and you might have the opportunity to deal with them, you know, in that respect, then, you know, then you can. You know, but, so, you know, that's what it's about. Nobody cares about starving kids. Nobody gives a shit, man. They want to know, you know, what color panties Britney Spears is wearing. They don't care about children starving. 3 years old, 4 years old, all over the world. Not black kids, not Chinese kids, all kids, white kids, Bosnian kids, you know, Serbian kids, you know, kids, just kids. Hello, little darling, is it lunchtime? Were you eating lunch? Where you going? Where you going with that? Where you going with that? You eating lunch? Where you going? You come back here. They want to go to Starbucks and spend $5 on coffee. $5 for a cup of coffee. That's what they want. That's their right. I work so I can drive Mercedes-Benz and get $5 Starbucks. But they're not happy to drive Mercedes-Benz. They want to make sure that we don't drive Mercedes-Benz. If we drive Mercedes-Benz too, then they're not happy. They don't enjoy their car. They want to have their car and they want you to walk. Then everything is good. So since they never want to allow us to enjoy all the goodness that they want to hoard for themselves in their life, we have to have a common experience as humans on this planet for us to all realize that we're all humans on this planet. And if one person's experience is this and another person's experience is this, then the fantasy that we're different continues to exist. So when this person has this good reality that they create and they want to keep the others from having this, they'll never come to terms with being the same. So what happens is a lot of the sorrow that we experience as people, they have to experience. You know, a lot of the pains that we can feel as people, they have to experience in order to become on an even level. You back? Yeah, money, drop that. Watch your food, watch your food, watch your food. Watch it. Yeah, don't drop it. Yeah, don't drop that.